Big space exploration news. Astronomers have found at least 7 Earth-sized planets orbiting the same star, not exactly nearby, 40 light years away. Discoveries this far outside of our solar system can be rare because planets don't always have the winning combination of being a similar size to Earth and also having relatively habitable climate. And that could maybe allow for water on the surface, which could maybe potentially support life. And this is the first time that this number of planets were all found around one star. This is an ultra cool dwarf star called TRAPPIST-1, not to be confused with Trappist-style beers. This is the TRAPPIST-1 star. And estimates of the mass of some of these planets suggest that they're rocky planets. So Jupiter is a gas planet. These are not Jupiter-like planets. These are rocky planets. 3 of the 7 planets are in what's considered the habitable zone of the star. These are TRAPPIST-1e, F, and G, and some of them might even have oceans on the surface. TRAPPIST-1F in particular is considered the best candidate for maybe supporting life. It's cooler than Earth, could be suitable with the right atmosphere. And TRAPPIST-1 was actually discovered back in May, and now research has found additional planets. Let's put up this picture for people who are watching with us. You can see here many of these planets closer to their stars than is Earth. A lot of these planets have very, very short years. So here on Earth, we have an orbital period, which I like to call colloquially 1 year, of 365, just over 365 days. Some of these planets have orbital periods of 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, and roughly 20 days. Imagine that, Pat, a 6-day year on one of these planets. That would certainly, on paper, make it seem like people are living a really long time. Obviously, in actual time, it wouldn't change anything.
I would be sold by now. It's like those people who are born on February 29th. So even though
Right.
they're quite older than they seem, they may only be 4 or 5 years old.
Yes, very, very pointless way of manipulating time. Yeah. So we are talking about planets that are 40 light years away. This is very far. It could take between 50,000 and millions of years to travel that distance, depending on which technology you have in mind. People often get discouraged when we make an announcement like this, and then it's like, yeah, we'll never get there because it's 40 light years away. Big announcements can sometimes sound small. Just remember the cumulative effect of all of these discoveries. We've got to be getting closer to something big on space travel, don't you think?
Well, I think even just regardless of the fact if we can get there or not, it would just be fascinating to find if they have water there, perhaps even liquid water.
Yeah.
And then if that planet can support life, because to find life on other planets, I mean, that's a big discovery whether you can get there or not.
Indeed.